One man is dead and a mother and daughter are injured after an attack last night. The latest information when KEZI 9 News returns in 60 seconds.
We're all winners in helping our veterans.
Now on KEZI 9 News at 11, a fire truck that served the Harrisburg community for 20 years moved to its new home today to help veterans. We have all the details coming up.
And it was a nice and sunny day across Western Oregon today, but tomorrow it's going to be a bit different. I'll let you know how long that rain will last as KEZI 9 News at 11 starts now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KEZI 9 News at 11.
We begin tonight in Eugene, where police are looking for a man who allegedly slashed another man, sending him into emergency surgery. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jillian Smuckler. Police tell KEZI 9 News this all happened on 100 River Avenue near the VA Eugene Clinic this afternoon. And they say they got a call of a dispute involving one man who was armed with a machete or an axe. And we're told it was all over a shopping cart. The suspect left the scene before police arrived, and they say the victim had 3 or 4 lacerations near his chest. And he was taken to Riverbend Hospital to have emergency surgery this afternoon. And police believe the suspect is a transient and say he's been hanging around that specific area for the past week and a half. And he's described as a white male with an average build, black beard, and was last seen wearing a black t-shirt and long cargo pants. And police say the weapon used has not yet been found, and they don't think the 2 men involved knew each other. And if you have any information, you're asked to call Eugene Police immediately. In another crime alert tonight, a Roseburg police canine caught a suspect who was running away from police after allegedly stealing a car. Police say 19-year-old Abigail Wallace was driving a stolen car starting in Roseburg and ending on Highway 42 yesterday. And officials tell KEZI 9 News the pursuit ended when her car stopped after an Oregon State Police trooper used stop sticks. And they say Wallace and her passenger ran from the car on foot and refused to stop. Canine Nike chased Wallace down a steep embankment and across a creek, and police say Wallace kept pretending to give up, so the canine repeatedly was called back to his handler. And the third time he was sent out, he was able to capture Wallace and held her in place until officers caught up to them and took her into custody. And police have still not been able to find the passenger. One man is dead and another 2 are injured after an attack in Grants Pass on Friday night. Police responded to a 911 call in which they say they heard gunfire. Officials say when they arrived at the home, they found a dead man and a wounded mother and daughter. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office say Christy Hodges, the one who made the call, was found with several gunshot wounds. And officials say she's in stable condition. And they say they also found the body of her father, Richard Rudolph, with apparent gunshot and stab wounds. And officials say her 16-year-old daughter had sharp force injuries and is hospitalized but in serious but stable condition. And officials tell KEZI 9 News that officers found her husband, David Edward Hodges, early this morning hiding under a tree across the highway from the house. And they say he was arrested on multiple charges, including murder. In our Fire Watch coverage tonight, fire officials with the Douglas Forest Protective Association will officially end fire season within the Douglas District this Monday at 12:01 a.m. DFPA's fire season began on June 11th and lasted 104 days, and it ranks 5th in the association's 108-year history for the fewest days in a declared fire season. And the end of fire season is a result of significant rainfall and cooler weather in the area. And with the end of fire season, industrial fire restrictions on DFPA protected land will no longer be in effect. Backyard debris burning outside of the area will be allowed without a burn permit from DFPA once fire season ends. And you should still contact your local fire department before conducting any type of debris burning, because fire restrictions may vary between local fire districts. And to date, officials say firefighters have put out 101 fires within the Douglas District this fire season, which burned 13,445 acres. And officials tell KEZI 9 News that lightning sparked 34 wildfires that burned about 15 acres. And they say there were 67 human-caused fires that burned 13,430 acres. The largest one being the Milepost 97 fire that was caused by an illegal campfire.
Now, your first forecast with meteorologist Andy Moffett.
And we have even more cool and wet weather on the way. Today was a bit of an exception. We warmed up into the upper 70s, had a lot of sunshine, and we're still clear out there for the most part. Things, though, have begun to cool off quite a bit as a result of that. That was a look up in Corvallis. This a look over Eugene this evening. A beautiful look right now, 58 degrees and just clear skies. That's the one thing that's really going to change over the next even couple of hours, though, is the cloud cover will be pushing inland, and any stars you're seeing out there now, you're not going to be seeing them for long. This is a look at Storm Tracker 9 satellite radar, and this is the